at the point, at the end of the level 1 program, it was very clear to me that I wanted to continue because of the value that I had received. I really wanted to continue going through the full sequence. But I was dealing with the question at the time whether it was the right time for me to go immediately into it. And one of the most critical aspect that made me hesitate was that I was going through burnout from my corporate job, and I feared that I might not have sufficient energy to really fully engage in the program. And I spoke with you about that in my decision-making process, and what Suzanne pointed out to me is really been my experience as I then have gone through that, through the Emergence program, is that the program is designed to work with the life as we are living it right in this moment. And so to whatever degree I would be able to engage in the program would be the right amount. And I have really experienced how essential it has been for me, especially during this time where I was really drained in my energy and had a hard time even keeping up with my regular life, to have the support of the field, to have the support of the inner work that we were guided to do, to really help me through that. And has actually led me to be in a very interesting point in my life right now, because a little bit after the conclusion of the Emergence program, now just a few weeks ago, the universe presented me with the opportunity to accept a voluntary early retirement program that my company was putting out. And I am convinced that it is due to this deep inner work that I've been doing over the complete 2 years of both of these programs, that I knew right away that that was the right step for me to take at this point. I mean, there was time I needed to go through whether the financials work out, but the deep question whether that was the right step for me at this point in my life was immediately clear to me. And also, I knew how to listen to my own decision-making process, that I was able to have this clarity and not be stuck in my trying to make the decision with my mind alone. And the second piece that I feel is so important about such a drastic shift in my life is that I know through this work that I'm not just believing, you know, in a fluffy way that by changing my outer environment, suddenly all my problems will go away. I know that I have made the inner shifts, and I know that I have the tools to continue those inner shifts, that under these new life circumstances, I can also live my life differently. Because what I've really learned in the program is to make the shift from my habitual way of doing, because I really did not have a habitual way of being. Being was an entire unknown to me. It was always doing, pushing. And I've really learned to recognize that when that habitual way comes up. And I've learned to taste what it's like to actually experience myself, to listen to my body, to experience true being, and to experience operating from a trust in my body.